Hi, today we are going to take a quiz on English grammar tenses and I will explain each answer. Let's get started. Question number 1. I dash running in a marathon at this time tomorrow. Option B will be I will be running in a marathon at this time tomorrow. Here, the phrase at this time tomorrow indicates a specific time in the future and running describes an ongoing action at that time. Therefore, the future continuous tense formed by will be plus the base verb V1 plus ing running. Question number 2. Last night she dashed too much. Option C 8. Last night she ate too much. Here we use ate because last night indicates a specific time in the past. Eaten is the past participle form of eat and is used with auxiliary verbs like have or had to form perfect tenses. Question number 3. I dash packing the luggage for 2 hours before the cab arrived. Option A had been. I had been packing the luggage for 2 hours before the cab arrived. Here we use had been because it is in the past perfect continuous tense, indicating that one past action, packing, occurred before another past action, the cab's arrival, which is in the simple past tense. If the second action is in the simple present tense, we use the future perfect continuous tense. Question number 4. Ritwin and his friends dash their homework. Option A have done. Ritwin and his friends have done their homework. Here we use have done because it is in the present perfect tense. We cannot use has done because Ritwin and his friends is a plural subject. For singular subjects we use has done. We cannot use done alone because the past participle done requires an auxiliary verb like has or have to form the present perfect tense. Question number 5. We dash on the balcony right now. Option B or playing. We are playing on the balcony right now. Here we use or playing because it is in the present continuous tense, indicating an action that is happening at this very moment. The phrase right now specifies that the action is currently in progress. Play is the base form and does not convey the ongoing nature of the action. Question number 6. John and Mary dash married this coming July. Option B will get. John and Mary will get married this coming July. Here we use will get to represent the future tense because the marriage is going to happen in July, which is in the future. We cannot use will got because after will we always use the base form of the verb. Question number 7. I dash packing for 2 hours before the cab arrives. Option C will have been. I will have been packing for 2 hours before the cab arrives. Here we use will have been to represent the future perfect continuous tense because the action of packing will be ongoing for 2 hours before the cab arrives, with arrives in the simple present tense indicating a scheduled future event. If the second action were in the simple past tense, as in the cab arrived, we would use had been to denote the past perfect continuous tense. Question number 8. Ritwin and his friends dashed their homework before the school bus arrived. Option B had done. Ritwin and his friends had done their homework before the school bus arrived. Here we use had done because the second action, the school bus arrived, is in the simple past tense, so we use the past perfect tense had done for the first action to indicate it was completed before the second action. Question number 9. I dash with my father every Sunday. Option A, play. I play with my father every Sunday. Here we use play because it is a habitual action that happens every Sunday, which is expressed using the simple present tense. We cannot use plays because the subject is I. For he, she, it, we use plays. Additionally, we cannot use am playing because that indicates an ongoing action happening right now, not a regular occurrence. Question number 10. I dash packing the luggage for 2 hours. Option B, have been. I have been packing the luggage for 2 hours. Here we use have been because the action of packing started 2 hours ago and is still continuing, which is expressed using the present perfect continuous tense. We cannot use am packing because that indicates an action happening right now without indicating its duration. Question number 11. I dash clapping when she received the prize. Option C was. I was clapping when she received the prize. Here we use was to form the past continuous tense was clapping because the action of clapping was ongoing at the same time as the past event of her receiving the prize. We cannot use had because that would form the past perfect tense, which indicates an action completed before another past action. Whereas in this sentence, the clapping and receiving happened simultaneously. Question number 12. Ritwin and his friends dash their homework before the school bus arrives. Option C, will have done. Ritwin and his friends will have done their homework before the school bus arrives. Here we use will have done because the second action, the school bus arrives, is in the simple present tense, indicating a future event. Therefore, we use the future perfect tense. If the second action were in the simple past tense, as in the school bus arrived, we would use the past perfect tense had done. Have done is used for actions that occurred at an unspecified time in the past. In this sentence, Ritwin and his friends have done their homework before the school bus arrives. The phrase before the school bus arrives specifies a future time, making the present perfect tense inappropriate, so we cannot use have done here. Question number 13. She dashed the book on the shelf yesterday. Option B, put. She put the book on the shelf yesterday. In this sentence, put is used because the action occurred in the past as indicated by yesterday. The verb put is irregular, meaning its base form V1, past tense V2, and past participle V3 are all put. We cannot use was put because that would be passive voice, which is not appropriate here. Additionally, putted is not a correct form in English. Question number 14. He will have charged his mobile before the power dash off. Option A goes. He will have charged his mobile before the power goes off. In this sentence, will have charged is in the future perfect tense, indicating that the action of charging the mobile will be completed before another future event. When the first action is in the future perfect tense, the second action should be in the simple present tense. Hence, goes is used here. We cannot use go because for third person singular subjects like the power, we add es to the base form, resulting in goes. The base form go is used with subjects like I, you, we, they. Therefore, the correct sentence is he will have charged his mobile before the power goes off. Question number 15. He had charged his mobile before the power dash off. Comment your answer below.